Alright guys, C-Serpents channel, Saturday, July 15th. I have my little Anery female Kenyan Samboa out now. This is my collection of Kenyan Samboas that I have at the moment. So I just kind of wanted to show them all off. This is kind of a high white Anery. You see how bright the white is? She's got like a kind of a chocolate brown blotches. The dark eyes. This is one that I got in November of 22. And I estimate when I got her, she was tiny. So tiny that I almost didn't purchase her because I was afraid. She was so small. She was probably just literally maybe a month old then. And she was actually the smallest snake that I had ever purchased. Yeah, let me try and get her. All right. So she was way, way smaller than this now. And she did actually, I had her in a bigger container than this one, and she did actually escape the next day after I got her. These holes here, as you can see, are pretty small, so she's trying to make an escape. All right. But long story short, I had her in the rectangle bins, which I still have, and I'm going to upgrade her in my stripe granite male too in another month. But those holes were a little bigger than these bins are, and this girl actually got through one of the breather holes back in November when I got her, because that's how small she was. And I didn't realize that she was even going to be able to make it through one of those holes. And she did get out for a day and a half, and I actually found her behind that hutch over there on the wall in a ball of dust and everything, and I could just make out her pattern with a flashlight at that time. And so I got her out, and of course she was pretty cold and everything, and I didn't think she was going to make it that night. I got her rinsed off warm water and everything, and kind of warmed her up and all that, and put her in this bin here. I pulled this out and set it up because I knew that these holes were going to be a lot smaller than, you know. So long story short, I honestly didn't think she was even going to survive and make it. And, you know, lo and behold, you know, several days later, you know, she was moving around again and just kind of, you know, acting a little more normal. And there's her tail for reference to show she's a female. But anyway, so about a week after, I offered her her first pinky with me since I had gotten her, and, you know, of course she ate it. And it was a rough road there for the first 2 or 3 months. She might eat 2 meals, and then the third one regurgitate after a couple days. And then I'd give her the 2-week period of not feeding her at all, you know, and then, you know, a couple weeks, whatever, and she would shed in between, or, you know, as she grew. And so with each shed, I was, you know, thankful that she was, you know, I could see growth happening, obviously, as well. So she's now at the size where I would normally buy a Kenyan Samboa, where I've bought my other ones. For the most part, they would already be this size, which is a representation of, say, 6 months old, 7 months old, whatever. like I said, it's just the fact that she was so tiny. And I'll never do that again. I'll never get another snake as small as that, just because I feel like they're pretty fragile, and you know, it could go north or south, you know, with a baby that small. If they're gonna eat, you know what I mean, you know, just stuff like that. So, you know, but she got through her hurdles. After about 3 months, she started eating consistently, you know, every week, and keeping the meals down, and she shed at least, I would say, 5 or 6 times now in the time I've had her. So she's come a long way, and she's finally, like, you know, out of the woods. Obviously, for the last couple of months, you know, you might as well say she's been out of the woods, and you know, she's just a normal Kenyan sand boa, just, you know, living life, you know. And she's the same as that little striped male I was talking about earlier. She's you know, never been aggressive, never bitten, never freaked out. You know, she's just been a laid back snake the whole time. So anyway, she's just been actually a dream, you know, to own and raise up, you know. And she's just, you know, she's thriving, and she showed a strong will to survive and everything. So, like I said, she's come a long, long way, and I'm really proud of this snake, actually. How resilient she's been. So I can't wait for her to get even some more size going, and just, you know, and you know, hopefully breed her, obviously, maybe next year or whatever. I definitely want to breed her. I want to breed my normal female as well, that I showed her in the earlier video. You know, because like I said, the females give live birth. You know, there's no eggs or anything, no incubation time and all that. They just give live babies when the time is there, and that's pretty cool. All right, well, we'll go ahead and end this video with this one, and catch you guys on the next. All right, see y'all.